Most people make their first money mistake within 24 hours of getting paid. The paycheck arrives. The bank balance looks healthy. And for a brief moment, spending $40 here or $60 there feels completely harmless. But that number in your account is lying to you. Not all of that money is available to spend. Some of it already belongs to your landlord. Some belongs to the electric company. Some belongs to future groceries. And some belongs to problems that have not happened yet. If you treat the entire balance like spending money, you can feel rich on Friday and completely broke by Wednesday. So in this video, I will show you 5 things to do within 24 hours of every paycheck. This is not a complicated monthly budget. It is a simple payday routine that gives every dollar a destination before it has an opportunity to disappear. We will use someone named Maya. Maya receives $2,400 after taxes every 2 weeks. She earns enough to cover her normal expenses, but she repeatedly reaches the final few days before payday with almost nothing left. Her problem is not only how much she earns, her problem is the order in which she uses it. And the first step changes that order immediately. The first thing Maya does is calculate her real balance. Her banking application says she has $2,400. But that is her visible balance, not her spendable balance. Before buying anything, Maya subtracts every bill that must be covered before her next paycheck. $800 for her portion of the rent, $200 for utilities and her phone, $300 for transportation, $250 for debt payments. After subtracting those obligations, Maya does not have $2,400 available. She has $850. That is the number she needs to see. You can calculate this with a separate bills account, a budgeting application, or a simple note on your phone. The method is less important than the rule. Never make spending decisions using the number displayed at the top of your checking account. That number includes money with other responsibilities. When Maya used the larger number, a $100 purchase felt small. It was only about 4% of her paycheck, but compared with her actual $850 of flexible money, it consumed almost 12%. Nothing about the purchase changed. Maya simply stopped comparing it with money that was never available. The second step is moving money to savings immediately. Not at the end of the month, not after Maya sees what remains, immediately. Maya begins by automatically transferring $150 from every paycheck into an emergency savings account. That is $300 during a normal 2-paycheck month. At first, $150 does not feel significant. But after 10 paychecks, she has saved $1,500. That is enough to prevent many ordinary problems from becoming new credit card balances. A tire replacement can remain a tire replacement. A medical copayment can remain a medical expense. A broken phone does not need to follow her for the next 12 months with interest attached. Maya keeps this money separate from her everyday checking account. She wants it accessible during a real emergency, but not visible every time she considers ordering food. If $150 is currently impossible, the routine still works with $25. The first objective is not perfection. It is proving that saving happens on payday rather than hoping it happens later. Money that remains in checking feels available. Money automatically transferred to a specific goal has a much better chance of surviving. After bills and savings, Maya has $700 remaining. Her next payday is 14 days away. Previously, she would mentally treat all $700 as available. She might spend heavily during the first weekend, slow down during the second week, and begin checking her balance before every purchase. Now, she divides the money before spending begins. She reserves $300 for groceries, gasoline, and other necessary variable expenses. That leaves $400 for flexible spending during the next 2 weeks. But Maya does not give herself access to all $400 at once. She divides it into 2 weekly amounts of $200. This is the third step. Create a weekly paycheck inside your regular paycheck. Maya can move $200 into a spending account every Friday, or she can leave the money together and track the weekly limit. Either way, the purpose is the same. The first weekend can no longer consume the second week's money. This also gives Maya faster feedback. A monthly budget can take 30 days to reveal a problem. A weekly limit reveals it in 7. If she spends $160 by Saturday night, She knows Sunday must be quieter. She adjusts while the mistake is still small. The fourth step is checking for 3 common leaks before spending anything. The first leak is forgotten subscriptions. Maya discovers that she is paying for 2 streaming services she rarely opens, and a trial that quietly became a monthly membership. The second leak is convenience spending. Delivery fees, vending machine purchases, rides she could have avoided, and food purchase because nothing was prepared at home. The third leak is emotional spending. This happens when payday feels like a reward. Maya worked hard for 2 weeks, so buying something immediately feels deserved. Enjoying money is not the problem. Unplanned spending is the problem. Maya gives herself a small payday allowance of $40. She can use it for dinner, entertainment, or anything else without guilt. But when the $40 is finished, the celebration is finished. This is much more sustainable than telling herself she can never have fun. The fifth and final step is scheduling one 10-minute money check halfway between paydays. Maya reviews her upcoming bills, remaining weekly money, and checking account balance. She is not building another budget. She is simply making sure reality still matches the plan. If gasoline cost more than expected, she adjusts. If a bill changed, she catches it early. If she spent less than planned, she can move the difference towards savings or debt. 10 minutes can prevent 7 days of financial anxiety. Let us put Maya's entire payday reset together. Her paycheck is $2,400. First, she protects $1,550 for bills and required expenses. Second, she automatically transfers $150 into emergency savings. Third, she reserves $300 for groceries, gasoline, and other necessities. Fourth, she divides $400 into 2 weekly spending amounts of $200. Fifth, she schedules a 10-minute review for the middle of the pay period. Every dollar now has a responsibility. Maya has not eliminated every financial problem. She has not doubled her income. And she has not stopped enjoying her life. She has simply stopped allowing the first few days after payday to control the remaining days before the next one. Your numbers will be different. You may earn more or less. You may have children, irregular income, expensive medical needs, or debt that requires a different allocation. Do not copy Maya's numbers. Copy the order. Protect your bills. Move something toward your future. Divide flexible money into weekly amounts. Allow a controlled amount of enjoyment. And check the plan before the next payday arrives. If you do this consistently, payday stops feeling like a temporary rescue. It becomes the day you deliberately move your life forward. Before your next paycheck arrives, create 5 lines in your phone. Bills, savings, necessary spending, weekly spending, mid-paycheck review. Then fill in your own numbers. Subscribe to Paycheck Logic for practical systems that help you build a better financial life with the paycheck you already earn.